Hello everyone, it's Janine here at my studio space with my K&M partner Pugsley laid next to me as usual. So today we're going to be doing some watercolour, like doodly freestyle flowers. So this is my Cotman watercolour set, but feel free to use whatever you have. Even if you don't have watercolours, you could do a free sort of flowery doodle similar to what I'm doing with other mediums as well. So today I've decided to work on this small square piece of paper. It is 3 inches by 3 inches. I think it's quite nice to work on a small piece. It can be less daunting than working on a bigger piece. And this is just, a nice chill out piece just for a bit of relaxation. So here I'm using a water brush. I like using water brushes, I find them quite convenient, but again, use what you have. Like if you just have a paintbrush and a pot of water, that's also fine. And here's Pugsley. It was his birthday at the weekend, so there's a picture of him celebrating his birthday. He loved unwrapping his presents. So here we are back at studio, and I'm just showing you, for anybody that isn't used to using watercolour, if you just wet the little pans of watercolour, they're called pans, this size is called a half pan. So I've tried to zoom in here so you can see. I've just added a little bit of water on there, and I'm just activating the paint with my brush just to get it going there. So that's just a little bit of info that will hopefully help people that maybe aren't so used to using watercolour. But if you are, I hope you'll still find this video inspiring. So I'm going to start by doing one of the middle bits of a flower, just by simply painting a little round circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. So the way I'm going to approach this is these are flowers that are just made up from my head. You'll probably notice they are, some of them are based on real flowers, or a lot of them are. But yeah, I'm just making them up from my head. I just find this fun and a relaxing thing to do. Yeah, it's nice to just use nice bright colours and to just be a bit free and creative, and just making them up as I go along. But by all means, if making flowers up isn't your kind of thing, you can always copy real flowers and do it more realistically, but this is a more stylized approach. But as usual, like these videos are here just to inspire you, and to get an idea and to take it in whatever direction you want, and to run with it. So here I'm just adding in a few more petals. Like this, as I said, isn't going to be perfect. So where they weren't quite how I wanted them, I just added a few more in. But remember, nature isn't perfect, and insects may be in certain petals, and so just feel free to be free with it. And then I also added a little bit of orange on top of the yellow, just near the middle bit, just to add a bit of variation in colour. And then I'm just doing some different like stems and adding in different leaves. Yeah, I'm hoping this will be a nice freeing process for people, because there's kind of no worry about making sure that you have the flowers exact and them being a certain type of flower, because they're just made up and like whimsical kind of style out of my head. So yeah, there's no need for them to be perfect, and I think the end result is just a fun, bright and colourful little picture. So here I'm just doing my own mix. I didn't have quite the right purple that I wanted, so I'm just mixing it up myself. I think it's easy when you've got a nice selection of colours to forget that, you know, you can mix colours yourself. So yeah, I just wanted to show people that, you know, there is that option now, and watercolours mix nicely together. Even if, you know, you're using different brands of watercolours, you know, they normally mix between brands, and you know that's fine also. So I decided I don't want to do a full background on this. I am going to be leaving some white, but you know, if you want to do a background, you know, feel free. There's lots of different options with this. I'm just adding in a few odd leaves here and there just to fill some of the background in, and you'll see me go back to them later and add more detail in of like the veins and stuff later on in the video. But that's better to do once, you know, the bottom layer of the leaf is dry, because otherwise I'll lose the detail and it'll all kind of merge together in the wet. So yeah, you'll see me go back to that later. Feel free to write any comments below on this video. It would be great to hear from you, and let me know if you have any ways of making the white blank paper less scary when you start a piece of art. I think having a smaller piece can be helpful, but there's lots, like I'm doing in this video, but there's lots of other ways, and maybe you've thought of some that I haven't thought of before, so I'd be interested to know how you overcome that. Yeah, I hope this encourages you to do some nice whimsical, free flowing sort of flowers, and to not worry too much about them being exact flowers, and that, you know, you can make them up as you go along and be very sort of free about it and stylized. And if flowers aren't your kind of thing, you could always do this stylized approach with something else, maybe some animals or other things. Here I'm just going in and adding little line details onto the petals in the darker blue shade. I think it just adds another layer and adds a bit more detail and interest to the flower. It's also nice to vary the sizes of flowers. So here I've just done some little ones there, and I'm going to put them on a branch instead of a green stem, just to vary it up a little bit. And then I'm just adding some little green leaves onto that. Something that I'm passionate about and that I'm trying to do through these videos and through the groups that I'd normally run if we weren't in a sort of semi-lockdown here in the UK at the moment, is promoting positive mental well-being through art. Yeah, I'm really passionate to encourage people to use art to help their mental well-being. I think art is a great way to relax and to focus on something else for a bit, and to like have a bit of time for yourself and a bit of time to be, you know, expressive and free. You may feel that you don't have any mental health needs, you know, which is fine, but I'm a great believer that everybody needs to look after their mental health to stop it becoming a problem. And I love encouraging people to do art, whether they feel that they're an arty, creative person or not. I think, you know, people say to me, oh, you know, I'm not creative, you know, my art teacher at school told me that I was rubbish and I shouldn't do art. But, you know, I really like to encourage people that, you know, everybody can have a go, and I hope that, you know, my projects are nice and accessible to everybody, and, you know, art is a great way of self-expression, and, you know, it doesn't always need to be an amazing piece of art, but you know, the more you keep going at it and the more you don't worry about the outcomes, you know, I'm sure you'll find that actually, you know, you do create lovely pieces of art, you know. So yeah, just keep at it, and, you know, I encourage people, you know, not to throw things away as well. I think it's great to like look back on things that you've done previously. I think if you look back at it in, say, like a few months' time or so, you know, you could have quite a different outlook on it than perhaps you did at the time. And you know, different people love different creative things, so you know, somebody else might get something really positive out of it. So yeah, I encourage everybody to enjoy art for the process. Hope you're all staying safe and well at this time. Here in the UK, we're in a kind of kind of lockdown. We're still having to keep distance from everyone, and I know there's some people that are still wary and still staying in, so I hope you're all staying safe. So yeah, this is the finished piece. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you to everybody that has subscribed so far, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, and I'll be creating more videos to encourage you and to inspire you to do some art. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for watching.